You feel it in your gut before they even speak, that tightness in your chest. You're walking on eggshells, rehearsing conversations in the shower, trying to find the perfect words to make them understand your point of view. But they don't understand. In fact, the more you explain, the worse it gets. You feel crazy. You feel drained. And you are tired of generic advice telling you to just communicate or take the high road. You tried that. It failed. Here is the dark truth. You cannot fix them, but you can hack their behavior. Today, we are not learning how to be nice. We are learning 5 psychological countermoves to neutralize toxic people by exploiting the very chemistry of their brains. Point number 1, the gray rock method. The trick: become the most boring person on earth. When they try to provoke you, give them nothing. One-word answers, no eye contact, no emotion, monotone voice. Just say, okay, maybe, I see. The proof: toxic people, especially narcissists, are addicted to narcissistic supply. Think of their brain like a vampire that feeds on your emotional reaction, whether it's anger, tears, or defense. This releases dopamine in their brain. It's a reward. When you react, you are feeding the beast. When you gray rock, you cut the supply line. You become a broken slot machine. If a gambler pulls the lever 50 times and gets 0 money, they eventually stand up and walk away. Bore them, and they will leave you alone to find a new source. Point number 2, the JADE ban. The trick: memorize this acronym. JADE, do not justify, argue, defend, or explain. When they accuse you of something ridiculous, do not offer a defense. Simply say, you're entitled to your opinion, and stop. The proof: you think you are having a debate, they are having a power struggle. Psychologically, when you over-explain, you are signaling submission. You are asking the other person to approve of your reality. Furthermore, this triggers the confirmation bias loop. Anything you say will be twisted to fit their narrative. By withholding information, you starve the conflict loop. You cannot twist words that were never spoken. Silence creates a vacuum that makes them uncomfortable, not you. Point number 3, fogging. The trick: agree with a tiny part of their insult. If they scream, "You're so stupid, you forgot the keys again," don't say, "I'm not stupid, I was busy." Say, "You're right, I did forget the keys." The proof: this is a pattern interrupt. When someone attacks you, their brain is primed for fight or flight. They expect resistance. They are ready for a battle. When you agree, even partially, you short-circuit their amygdala, the aggression center. You remove the resistance. It's like pushing against a door that suddenly swings open. They lose their balance. It forces their brain to stop the attack sequence because there is nothing to push against. Point number 4, operant extinction. The trick: treat them like a poorly trained puppy. If they are shouting or being passive-aggressive, withdraw all attention immediately. Leave the room, hang up the phone. Do not say, "I'm hanging up because you're yelling." Just hang up. Only re-engage when they are calm. The proof: this is B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning. Behavior is driven by consequences. Right now, you are accidentally rewarding them. By staying and arguing, you are teaching them, if I scream, I get 30 minutes of your undivided attention. Extinction happens when a behavior no longer yields a reward. The neural pathway weakens. Warning: they will get worse before they get better. This is called an extinction burst, but if you hold the line, the behavior must collapse. It's biological law. Point number 5, cognitive reappraisal. The trick: stop being the victim and start being the scientist. When they start acting out, detach yourself. Observe them. Think, wow, look at how their face turns red. Look at how they project their insecurity. This is a fascinating specimen of emotional immaturity. The proof: this shifts your brain activity from the limbic system, which is emotional, reactive, and hot, to the prefrontal cortex, which is logical, analytical, and cold. You cannot be triggered if you are analyzing data. Emotions are contagious due to mirror neurons. Scientist mode puts a glass wall between your mirror neurons and their chaos. You aren't absorbing their poison, you're just studying it. Toxic people rely on your reaction to exist. They need you to be the villain or the victim to play their game. When you use these tools, gray rock, JADE, fogging, you aren't just winning an argument, you are exiting the game entirely. You are taking back your dopamine, your time, and your sanity. Let them scream at the walls. You have better things to do.